Welcome back to Royalty Soaps in a day.
Oh.
We're just sitting here and then Caleb looks through the back window and is like, anyway.
We made a soap.
We made navy rose gold. So this soap was directly inspired by a color palette I found on Pinterest. I have already done one this month. This was the second one in a row. Sage and Cedar was the first. And this lady just does beautiful color palettes, so I'm gonna leave her website down below. We couldn't make up our minds on the top of this soap. Like, we got through the whole bottom part and was like, yes! And then we get to the top and we're like, what are we doing? If you aren't following all of us on Instagram, Royalty Soaps is her own thing, by the way. It's a she's her own queen, she does her own thing. And then I have my own and Kenny has his own. All of them will link down below. You can follow us if you want, and if you don't want, we're not gonna be offended.
You gotta find out who's been stealing all of our spatulas. It's a little soap, a little soap goblin that's been going after him. You can see it on my Instagram.
And without further ado, let's make some soap.
Alrighty, so to get started, we are going to blend in our lye water solution into our oils. Let's just pour it down the stick here. And this is apparently to prevent splashing. Somebody gave me a hot tip that it's for splashing, not for bubbles. So now we're just gonna blend this up until we get just past emulsion. So now we're going to take this and we're going to split it off into 4 containers. All right. Now we're going to very skillfully. Oh wait, yes, we pour forward, don't we? Must narrate every step. Must narrate every procedure. These are not even. We're gonna have to go once more around the merry-go-round. Ooh, and I'm dripping everywhere. Everywhere.
Tut tut, it looks like rain.
Don't laugh at me. I can't be perfect. So now we're gonna put in the colors.
The first color we have here is Cantaloupe from Nurture Soap Supplies. Then I have a little custom blend in here of Velvet Pearl from Nurture Soap, Cosmic Carolyn from TKB Trading, and a teeny tiny bit of Summer Crush from Nurture Soap. That is no longer available. And then in these 2 containers, I have mixed with Black Oxide from TKB, Brilliant Blue from Nurture Soap, and Hollywood Pink from Nurture Soap.
I may be the embed man, but I think Katie will always be our master mica. Double pour. These kind of look like the same color.
Yeah, they do.
Alright, so for this soap, we're going to be using Raspberry Lemonade fragrance oil from Nature's Garden. And Katie's used this before, but I've never smelled it, so I'm gonna give it a whiff. See what I think it smells like. Ooh, very sweet. Almost candy-like, or I can definitely smell lemonade in there. Now we're gonna pour these in drop swirl formation into our brambleberry molds. So we're just gonna drop it into the mold here. We're gonna start with this bluish color, this navy color. Do you wanna like knock it straight into it?
However you like.
I love, period. I love it like that. All right, now we'll do the dark purple or plum. Kind of doing it all in the middle. Maybe we'll hit the sides on the second go round. So since I poured in the middle, I poured the first 3 in the middle, so I just put down 2 lines to kind of break up that rainbow pattern. Now we're back to blue, and I'm gonna throw that in sort of the same spot that I just did the orange. Again, trying to break up the drop swirl. I'm not trying to make any type of stripe or anything. We want it to be all swirly in there. You can really be haphazard with these drop swirls. You can really do whatever you want with them. They sort of have a mind of their own anyway. Now we're gonna try to empty out this container and hold it a little higher. I'm pretty sure that in the last video we did not get the definition of yeet right.
We nothing. I was asking you for a definition of yeet.
I've heard it a lot of different ways, okay? And a lot of people said that it's just an umbrella term, but apparently it means to throw something at a high velocity. I'm so sorry about my inaccuracies. I'm not an encyclopedia. But then we would have never had that turkey yeeted into the pool bit, which makes me laugh every time. So we're ready for the piping, and I have my Royalty Soaps piping tip here from our Royalty Soaps piping set. And we have in the bag Cantaloupe Mica by Nurture Soap. So we're going to do a 3-2-1 pattern on this soap. So that's 3 dollops on the bottom, and then 2, and then 1. I've been reading the comments, all of them. And I've noticed a lot of people comparing me to many voices and my assortment of voices that I use, and comparing me to such people as Ze Frank and Archimedes the Owl from Sword in the Stone. And who else did they? Morgan Freeman, which I really don't see that one. True facts about piping. Here you have the piping tip, and you put down the dollops. True facts about soaping. What do you want to talk about, Katie? You gotta say something. You have to say something sibling-like.
Well, honestly, like, I know this is kind of like corny because you just said that. I was literally thinking about the voices you used to make for Gollum whenever you'd hibbity hop around. I'm not sure if you can do that anymore.
My precious. Something like that?
Yeah, I stand corrected.
My fat habits is hopping along. Nice fat ones. If you're doing a 3-2-1, if you're doing the bottom layer, if you think about it, then you should use half of all of your piping to do the bottom, and then the other half will be for the 2 and the 1. Ooh. Oh. We're getting a pink dusting.
That's right. Say Mica.
Ah, the same mica. We're gonna put, so we're gonna put dust in the middle so that you, cut it and you can see the little lines on top?
It won't be a very extreme line there in the middle, but this is really just to pull out some of the more pinky hues because this is a rose gold and navy soap. So this is gonna kind of make the pink tones stand out and make it look a little less peach on top. It's not gonna stay looking this peach. This will go through a little bit of a transformation overnight, the same way that some of our greens do. 4 hands make light labor. Cantaloupe seeds are the nastiest. They really, like when you cut open a cantaloupe, you're like, I'm sorry, is that seeds and hair? Gross.
But they're not as bad as a watermelon seed.
But the water, I know, I'm not saying like for edible, I mean like looking at them.
Oh.
Like the same way that pumpkin seeds are just, gosh, you just want to die when you look at them. They're so nasty.
Goop. It's the goop especially.
It's just hair. It's wet hair holding on to seeds.
That's so disgusting. I met a friend at a fast food restaurant recently for lunch while I was working, and he was like, whoa, you smell amazing. And I was like, really? I can't smell a living thing. I can't smell a thing at all. Oh, we're gonna put a drizzle.
No, not quick enough.
No. Looks like even the master can't beat the apprentice. Another drizzle.
Yeah, we're just gonna use all the colors that we had on the inside. We're also gonna put on the top. And I know that the camera can't see the difference between the plum and the navy that we put on top, but in real life you can tell. I hate it.
Some of it does look kind of like a crime scene from Alien or something with its black blood or something. Put some glitter to cover up issues. What? I saw somebody say like, that's what I do with my makeup.
You just put a little glitter on it.
Just put a little glitter on it. So we have some embeds that we're gonna put on the top. These are our signature gumballs. These are just made into a navy color that we kind of, did we make it ourselves?
You don't know crap. The color is navy blue from Nurture Soap.
Katie took care of these embeds this time.
Whoopsie.
Ooh. We may have just sprinkled the trash a little bit.
It's a nightmare.
No, it's not. It looks great. You guys, tell Katie that this looks great. Come on.
And now for the close-up. So here's what everything looks like up close. Once again, that peachy color is going to turn a little bit more pink. And I think on the ones in the future, we will not put the plum and the navy stripy bits on there. We'll probably just stick with the pink and adding the navy soapy sprinkles made out of salt on top. So we're going to wait 18 to 24 hours, and then Kenny will come back and he'll chop up the bars, and we'll take a peep at the inside after this quick commercial break.
Just look at that soap. I can't wait to cut it open and see what's inside.
Me too.
As Katie has said, it was a little bit of a risky color palette, so we're totally looking forward to see what it looks like inside.
Bated breath. Oh,
oh no!
Beheaded.
No.
It happens. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
No. That is so sad. Saddest anime betrayals. Let's see what that center looks like. Oh, I like that.
I do too.
That looks so nice.
That peach actually went pink like it was supposed to. So it really does look like rose gold and navy.
Oh my. Oh, look at that one. That is really neat.
And hooray for the plum being plum too. Like, again, all the colors stayed true. That fragrance oil doesn't discolor, so everything turned out right. This fragrance gets requested all the time, so I figured it'd be a good idea to go ahead and put it in one.
Ooh. So my question of the day, I don't need Caleb's help, is would you rather not be able to cut your hair ever again, you gotta let it grow out, or you never get to cut your fingernails or toenails? So if you want to pick the lesser of two evils, click the I in the upper right hand corner to vote on this very important question of the day. Okay, so the cantaloupe mica actually turned out looking nice again. This is just one of those micas you just can't trust, and then 48 hours to 72 hours later, it's perfect. It's great. It also smells really good, guys. Like, we've had a ton of requests for the raspberry lemonade, like tons and tons and tons. And so it pairs perfectly, in my opinion. Also, I am really digging dark colors in soap. Traditionally, it's not really done. I don't know why people don't want to bathe with things that are black, but this soap will be available to purchase on April 1st at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, royaltysoaps.com. If you really want to get your hands on it, you need to set an alarm. So today, you should do something fun for yourself. And something that's maybe not fun, but it's certainly good for you, is that you could give yourself a good stretch. So whenever you stretch, just make sure that you don't feel too much pain. Just relax and feel the flow of the stretch. And that's the nice thing to do. Or you could go lay out in the sunshine and just not do a darn thing. Either way, do something that makes you happy, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, in fact, because tomorrow is the release day, and that means bonus video. Bonus. So until then, have an absolutely marvelous rest of your weekend. I'm leaving it. We're running with it. Bye for now.